Come on.
What were you saying, Madam Clerk?
Yes, sir.
Did you hear that?
The clerk is saying that if he gets released on bond, if he gets out, he will not need to attend that hearing. But I would advise him to contact his attorney and keep in touch to make sure he does appear in court, because if he does miss a court date, a capias will be issued, and he'll be back where he is. Scott Hempel.
Mr. Hempel is here present, Judge of Maine.
Okay, sir, you have been charged with a DUI, alcohol, or drugs, and a second count of DUI, a careless driving, and a no proof of insurance. State, do you have a recommendation?
Your Honor, I've just inquired from pretrial. I see that it appears he resides in New Jersey. I don't know if they have any... There are no ties to the community. Based on his, one moment, his breath results, state would be requesting a $2,000 bond on 2, a $500 bond on 1.
Okay,
Judge,
counsel?
Mr. Hempel was 29 years old, never had any sort of contact with the criminal justice system, Judge. He did tell me he's going to self-bond. I did inform him that he would have to appear before court on a future court date if the state chooses to file charges, or else a warrant would be issued for him. He has no problem abiding by that and looking out for his court date, Judge. We'd be asking you to keep the standard bonds in place and asking you to sign an order allowing him to have access to his property. He's going to try and self-bond, Judge.
Okay, we will give him access to his phone. Is that what he needs, or his money?
No, I believe in his wallet. He might have his credit card and all that stuff.
Okay, he can have that for the purposes of bonding out. I am going to set bond at $1,500 on count 1, and $200 will be $1,000. The other 2 counts are infractions, and there will be no bond on those. Good luck to you, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Pablo Gabriel Roca. You have been charged with a municipal ordinance violation. I do find probable cause. Did you want to resolve the matter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does he have any priors?
Your Honor, if you could just give me his BCCN number off the top of his booking sheet.
His arrest number?
No, it should be in the middle top of his booking sheet, BCCN.
838871.
Showing possession of alcohol by a minor from February of this year, a trespass from February of this year, trespass January of this year, trespass last year, failure to leave property upon order from owner, and disorderly intoxication last year, theft last year, trespass last year, theft 2015, theft with the VOP 2014.
Okay, sir. If you'd like to resolve the matter, be an adjudication court costs 5 days. Time served. Credit.
Thank you.
Please
Yes,
raise
sir.
your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand English?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you wish to enter a plea of no contest?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I find you made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver of your rights. I accept your plea. I'll sentence to an adjudication court costs 5 days jail, credit for time served.
Okay,
Good.
thank you.
He can have a year. Yeah. Marco Shellman.
Mr. Sherman's here, President Maine, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Shellman, you were charged with a violation of probation. The bond on it is $5,000. Your hearing date set for May 24th, 2017 at 9 a.m. Good luck to you. Stanley Hughes.
Mr. Hughes is here, President Judge. He's declined the services of public employment.
Okay, Mr. Hughes, you were charged with resisting without violence. You also have been charged with violating a municipal ordinance and also charged with intimidation or threat. I found probable cause. State, did you have a recommendation for the bond?
Your Honor, just to advise the court, Mr. Hughes has two priors, 2013 is a criminal mischief, 2013 battery, based on his priors and the allegations in this case, we'd be asking for a $5,000 bond on count 3.
Okay, sir, do you have, how long have you lived in South Florida?
For 5 years, Your Honor, and I've never been charged with battery.
Okay, and how long have you lived in the last location?
My last is the one I'm living at now, about 18 months.
Okay, do you have a job?
Yes,
How much do you earn?
about close to a little bit over 700 every 2 weeks.
Okay, and what do you do?
I'm an air conditioning tech at EH Wilson Air Conditioning and Plumbing.
Do you have any family or friends that could help you?
Not in this state.
Okay. All right. I'm going to set bond at $500 on count 1. Count 2, there's an ROR. Count 3, I'll set bond at $3,500. Thank you, and good luck to you. Gabriel Andre Lassane. Okay, sir, you were charged with prostitution, resisting without violence, and you have a no bond hold on a probation violation.
If the court's okay with it, I'd have no objection to an ROR. Since 1 and 2 are misdemeanors, I'd have no objection to an ROR on count 1 so that he can be brought to Volusia County for his VOP.
Okay, I will ROR you on count 1 and 2. You'll need to deal with your no bond hold on the probation violation first. Good luck to you, sir.
Good luck.
Leslie Dargan, or Ethan Miguel Leslie Dargan.
Judge, you define service public defender?
Okay. You have been charged with resisting without violence, the use of a false ID, and you have a felony no bond capias. State.
Your Honor, I'm fine with the convenience bonds where they are.
Okay. Does he have any priors?
1 moment, Judge.
While we're waiting for that answer, sir, how long have you lived in South Florida?
Since summer 2004.
Okay. How long have you lived in the last location?
Since maybe June of last year.
Do you have a job?
Yeah.
About how much do you make a month?
Maybe around 1,600.
Okay, I'll just ROR you on count 1. Count 2, I'll do the convenience bond of $1,000, and I'll count 3 as a no bond capias. Good luck to you, sir. I wish you the best. James Edward Hodge.
Judge, I've been advised you bonded.
Okay. Randy Allen Dunn.
Judge, he's approaching. My understanding is when I looked in the system, I believe also he bonded. I don't know if there's any way to verify that.
Mr. Dunn bonded?
Yes, sir.
Okay, he did.
Will be released. Well, yep.
Stefano Samuel Carnival.
Mr. Carnival, come on up, please.
Okay, sir, you were charged with possession of cannabis, DUI, failing to register the motor vehicle, attached registration license plate, failing to wear your seatbelt, and you have a probation violation with a no bond hold, which is going to be heard May 30th at 9 a.m. State?
I'm fine with the convenience bonds, Judge.
Okay. Counsel?
Judge, yeah, he's being held no bond, so therefore we have nothing to add.
Okay, then I'll set a bond of $500 on count 2. The others will be in ROR. Jonathan Haft. Jonathan Haft.
He's approaching, Judge? Come on.
Okay, Mr. Haft, you have a violation of probation on May 23rd at 8:30 a.m. You're no bond hold on that. You have a grand theft and a burglary. State?
Your Honor, I'm just going to be asking for a, he's on probation for burglary of a structure. I'm just going to ask for a $3,500 bond on 2.
Counsel?
Judge, I mean, third-degree felony on count 1 is $1,000. We'd be asking you for the same thing on count 2, $1,000 for that third-degree felony.
Okay, I'll set bond at $1,000, count 1, $1,000, count 2, and he's no bond on count 3. LaShawn Spriggs.
Conti,
Find probable cause, count 68, burglary. State?
For a $5,000 bond, it appears he's being held.
On 67 other counts?
Well, I was going to go more
Yes.
specific and state, looks like about 10 burglaries, some from another county.
Okay.
I don't think that Mr. Spriggs is going anywhere, Judge. I think this is maybe the 8th or 9th time we've had him in magistrate court. I'd ask for a $1,000 bond.
Okay. I'll set bond at $1,000. Good luck to you, Mr. Spriggs. James Crawford.
Mr. Crawford, come on up.
Yeah,
Judge, Mr. Crawford's here present. I see he has an ad charge. I believe it says trespassing. He's showing me disposition, which is actually from this morning regarding a trespass. So I don't know if he resolved his trespass this morning.
I got that this morning.
transferred him to Judge Lena Lynn. I had to schedule with her JA. I guess she resolved the trespass this morning, but he's got this out-of-state hold. He'll have an extradition hearing on count 2. If he's on probation, then
But what do we do on count 1?
you already handled it.
Okay.
I know, and the disposition, the case number is 174515 I believe 10A. What you got?
Go ahead.
And I believe court costs.
Jail will get the paperwork and they'll process it. He's still just being held on count 2.
Okay, so we have no action to take on this?
Yeah, he'll be brought for an extradition hearing.
Okay, thank you. Good luck, sir.
Okay, so on count 1, there's no bond because you already took care of it, but you have an out-of-state hold. You have an out-of-state hold, and you're being held no bond. So you're going to be taken to extradition court. They meet on Tuesdays, and they'll explain to you your rights.
That's how I would take care of.
No, I'm not on the out-of-state hold. You have an out-of-state hold from a different jurisdiction, from a different state. Sir Lunder, do you know what state he has an out-of-state hold?
Georgia,
It's Georgia. The state of
forgery.
Yeah, I didn't already been there.
Thank you.
That's an out-of-state hold. It's a felony, no bond.
There you go, sir.
He's just going to be held and transferred there. Good luck, sir.
Stretch my legs.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Marvin Hudson.
North Broward. Mr. Hudson's in North Broward.
I'm going over there. It's a little slower on this electronic pad. Anyway, burglary with assault.
Your Honor, this is a change of charge.
Battery.
Mr. Hudson he's represented by Joshua Rydell, and he was actually arraigned yesterday. I spoke with Mr. Rydell. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here today, but he's aware of everything. He is aware that the judge that had his arraignment yesterday is holding him no bond on the burglary with assault or battery, and Mr. Rydell is aware of the motions he can and will file to seek a bond in this matter. We're in agreement that he should be held no bond at this time.
Okay. I find probable cause. I'll hold him no bond based on the stipulation of the parties, and it can be taken care of in the division. Okay, good luck, sir. DeMarcin Antonio Johnson. Okay, Mr. Johnson, you have been charged with a violation of community control. It's the felony one. You have a no bond hold, and you will have a hearing on May 22nd at 8:45 a.m. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir. What May 22nd?
Quincy Pasha Knight.
He's in North Broward, Your Honor.
Good evening.
Okay, sir, you have been charged with grand theft, a false ID given to law enforcement, and you have an out-of-county hold. State?
Mr. Knight's criminal history, and I'm just going to be asking that the $1,000 bond be kept in place. 2012 possession, this is just out of Broward.
What about the false ID?
I'm fine with it being left as no bond attached, Your Honor. 2012 possession of cocaine, 2011 drug paraphernalia, 2010 theft, 2010 DWS habitual offender, 04 burglary of a dwelling, grand theft of a dwelling, another count of burg dwelling and dealing in stolen property, 5-year state prison.
Counsel?
Your Honor, Mr. Knight has been living here all of his life. His wife lives here also. He works as a day laborer pouring concrete. He graduated from high school, and he really just doesn't have a lot of money to bond himself out. He has provided me with a phone number for someone I can contact to help him with that. He's asking the court to consider pretrial release with a GPS monitor on count 1.
Objection?
So showing that he's had multiple failures to appear in court in the past.
Okay, then
Your Honor, last week,
you can, but you're,
everything you say
before-
is being recorded, so don't talk about the facts of the case, Quincy.
You're a,
right, if you look at my track history, my past 2 arrests, I haven't missed any court dates, and they were dismissed.
So, Judge,
And I was out on pretrial or some form of ROR in Judge Stingal's courtroom.
I didn't see this. He's got a prior conviction for escape out of Dade County, thefts in other counties. I just don't think he's a good candidate for pretrial.
okay, I'm going to set bond at $1,000 on count 1, ROR on count 2, and the out-of-county hold is a $400 bond.
All right, thank you, Judge. Quincy, real quick, what happened to your hand?
I injured it. I got into a fight.
Nothing to do with your arrest?
No, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
North Broward is completed. See you guys tomorrow.
Can't wait.
We're 7:40.
Now we have the other dockets.
Well, Your Honor, there was actually a case. I guess it's being called a perfection. I don't know that it was actually perfection.
That's Paul Ryan. He would need a sanitary pepper.
Okay, it's Manuel Gregorio Hernandez.
Spanish.
Okay, we'll try to get one. And we'll come back to this when we have the interpreter here. So
Judge,
let's,
I have a gentleman. Oh, I'm sorry.
we have another couple dockets.
Correct. I'm being requested if the deputy is requesting if we could call someone out of order, Judge. Darius Davis. He's here at Maine. He's on the second docket.
Page 3.
He's on a 30-day motion for ROR.
Okay, state.
Your Honor, today's the 32nd day from date of arrest. I'd ask that this matter be reset for tomorrow, which will be the 33rd day.
Okay.
Darius Davis.
Mr. Reedy? I believe they're entitled to that.
Hector, did you hear what the state said?
Yes, I did. Unfortunately, there's no legal objection at this time. The only thing then, Judge, we ask you on case number 17-444-60 today, my client's just interested in what's the charge?
Count 1 is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Count 2 is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Count 3 is criminal mischief 200 under 10, and count 4 is criminal mischief over 10. So we'll reset this for tomorrow.
tomorrow, there's no legal thing we can do. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, going back to page 2. Anthony Fisher.
Anthony Fisher?
Conti, Your Honor.
Oh, Conti.
And, Your Honor,
There's 2 cases.
yes, one's been filed, one has not. I just need to confirm which one was filed. Your Honor, case number 17-3579 CF10A has been filed.
On count case 17-03579 CF10A, I'm going to deny.
On 17-4386, the information has not yet been filed. He's
On
entitled to an ROR.
that case, I will grant.
Just one moment, Judge. Let me have a word with Mr. Fisher. Mr. Fisher, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
My name's Brian Reedy. I'm an attorney with the Public Defender's Office. One of your cases, the motion to ROR you has been denied because the charges have been filed. On your other case, the motion has been granted, which means you're entitled to be released on that second case. You won't be able to go anywhere unless you post bond on the first case. Are you going to be able to post bond on the first case?
How much is that, sir?
If you want the motion on the second case to be granted, releasing you on your own recognizance, if you don't get out of jail, you will stop getting credit for time served on that second case, because technically you'll be released. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you want me to withdraw the motion, or do you want me to have the judge release you on your own recognizance on the second case, knowing that you may not get credit for time served on that case?
Will I be able to get released?
It appears it's a $2,000 bond on the case with the bond.
Thank you, Judge. It's a $2,000 bond on the case where you're going to have to bond out. Can you make that bond?
Yes, I can.
Then I'd ask that he be released on case number 17004386 CF10A, Judge.
I'll grant the motion.
All right, good luck. Good luck, Anthony.
Thank you, sir.
Sean Young.
I'm sorry, who did you call, sir?
Sean Young.
He's here on me.
Okay.
Information has not yet been filed. He's entitled to an ROR.
I couldn't hear you.
I'm sorry. Information has not yet been filed. He's entitled to an ROR.
Okay. Did you want me to grant that motion, counsel? Because there is other cases. There are other. I see 15-4218 CF10A and 11-10255 or 65 CF10A.
What's his bond amount on those?
I don't know. It just says tag along on the docket.
I'm looking into that, Judge.
Thank you, Mr.
Maybe he
Rogers.
doesn't have a bond, any bond on that. So I will grant your motion.
Yeah, no, he's not. This is the only thing he's being held on.
Okay. According to the state, this is the only thing he's being held on, and I don't see why you wouldn't want me to grant the motion.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
Timothy Sturgis.
This is a second look, Judge.
Conti, Your Honor, he's out to court this morning, this afternoon.
Where is he?
Conti, but he's out to court.
No one's
Your
here.
Your Honor, Your Honor, if I may, this might assist the court. He's also, and I don't know what's going on with it, but at this moment, he's being held on capiases from other traffic matters. I guess then they can check to see if they have him there. I mean, if they do, they do. If they don't,
Well, was anything filed?
well, it's a second look. He was just arrested.
It says
May 9th.
motion for ROR on the
They
docket.
all say that, Judge. He was arrested May 9th.
Okay. Well, is there a reason to lower the bond?
Well, Brian, I mean, I don't know that we should really. Brian, do you have an issue with this discussing the matter without him being present?
I'm inclined to agree. Deputy, according to his daughter, who's here in the courtroom, he was taken back up to Conte.
Okay, he can still be in, I can check if he's still in transit or if it's down at intake. When I called the dorm, he wasn't back in the dorm yet. But if we can move on it, I can check for you, sir. I still have other guys.
That'd be great, Deputy. Thank you.
And we'll recall this in a few minutes.
Judge, if you want, we can address Mr. Trammell Kelly here at Maine, ready to go.
That's nice, but how about if we do Manny Simmons? I thank you for trying.
Manny Simmons is at Conti, Your Honor.
I'm Matt Conti. Hello, Mr. Simmons. How are you today?
I'm all right, sir.
Good to see.
Your Honor, this is also a second look, Judge. His bond was increased to $5,000 on count 1, the PVP, $250 on count 2, the trespass. It would appear to be because of his criminal history, which includes possession of cocaine, paraphernalia, resisting without violence, 2013. Grand theft, 09. He was sentenced to 44-month state prison as a habitual offender. Possession of cocaine, 07. He violated probation. Again, was sentenced to 44-month state prison. Resisting with violence in 04. 35-month state prison as a habitual offender. 2000, delivery of cocaine. Possession of cocaine with intent. Resisting without violence. 5-year state prison as a habitual offender. 1998, he was convicted of escape. He was sentenced to just under 20 months state prison. Possession of cocaine, 98. Delivery of cocaine, 97. Possession of cocaine, 96, with a violation of probation. 2 more possessions of cocaine in 95. He violated probation on both of those cases. Was sentenced to a year and a day state prison. Possession of cocaine, 93, with the VOP. Possession of cocaine, 91, and resisting without violence with a violation of probation. Delivery of cocaine, resisting without violence in 1990 with a violation of probation, year and a day state prison.
Do you have any argument to reduce the bond?
Well, I don't get to talk to the guys on the second look docket before court, so I can't testify or ask Mr. Simmons about his ties to the community. But it is a third-degree felony. What's his bond now, $5,000? And the standard bond on something like this would be $1,000, Judge, and that's what I'd ask for.
I think, Your Honor, his criminal history is certainly aggravating enough to justify the increase in bond to $5,000, considering how many times he's also violated probation.
Okay, well, because of the great legal argument of defense counsel, I'll make bond on count 1 $4,000, and I'll keep it at $250 on count 1 2.
Thank you, Judge. Good luck, Mr. Simmons.
Okay. We'll get back to Mr. Sturgis later, but we'll move on to the next docket.
That's the problem with these second look dockets is that
Hawi Farid.
Conti again, sir.
Okay, this is a second look.
Yes, it's municipal ordinance.
Was anything filed? Can you?
I could check. I don't know, Judge.
It's only been 25 days, too.
Yeah, no, well, yeah. Checking. What happened, Your Honor, the reason he probably wasn't brought sooner is he had other stuff holding him originally, and those other matters are not holding him any longer.
You have an attorney, sir?
No, sir.
Did you want one?
I mean, if there's any way I could resolve this today, like you said, I've been here 25 days. It's an open container. You know.
It was filed. The reason he's here, he failed to appear in court on this case, and a capias was issued.
Okay.
But it is the only thing holding him now.
Have a lot of priors?
Some serious stuff in his past, but as far as Broward, nothing too recent.
Okay, sir. If you'd like, I could resolve it. It will be an adjudication court cost.
Sounds good to me.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand English?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you wish to enter a plea of no contest?
Yes, sir.
I find you made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver of your rights. Also, before I get to that, do you understand if you're not a citizen of the United States, regardless whether you're here legally or not, the plea will subject you to deportation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I'm going to sentence you to an adjudication court cost, credit for 25 days time served.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Good luck to you. We're going to go back to Manuel Gregorio Hernandez. We have the interpreter here. He's already been placed under oath today, so we won't do that again.
Except Paul Ryan. It wasn't really a perfection as much as to see if it could be amended to something more serious, but
The bond was $150,000.
and yeah, you're under this.
La caución es $150,000.
Your Honor, the state requested time to see if I could have the probable cause affidavit amended to a more serious offense.
Do you mind repeating that?
The state asked to have the matter reset to see if I could have the probable cause affidavit amended to a more serious offense.
That's what you're asking now?
No, that was yesterday. That's what
El Estado quería ver si se enmendaba la declaración de la causa probable para que se reflejara un cargo más serio.
And what did you want to do today?
I was unable to do that, so I'm asking that the court leave the bond and release conditions that you said yesterday in place.
Visto que no se pudo hacer, estamos solicitando que las mismas condiciones de caución y liberación establecidas ayer sean impuestas el día de hoy.
And I already found probable cause yesterday.
El día de ayer ya hallamos que había causa probable,
And I
sí.
already set the bond.
Yes.
Y ya fijé la fianza, sí.
So what's the request for today at this point? Nothing?
There's no request today. There's no additional request today. Yesterday, I was explaining why it was reset from yesterday.
Okay, so it's on the docket, but there's nothing we need to do.
No, nothing.
Visto que no se pudo hacer, el motivo por el cual fue reagendado el día de ayer no pudo hacerse, por lo tanto, no, la Fiscalía no está haciendo ninguna solicitud adicional.
I'm listening. I can hear it through the computer screen.
Because he was a probation for the 24 hours on the claim, you just find probable cause on count one.
I do.
Dejando todos los factores anteriores y considerando la ofensa primera, la fianza debe permanecer en $150,000.
Did the defense have an objection to probable cause?
Hay una objeción de la defensa de causa probable.
I believe we litigated that yesterday, Judge, so I would renew whatever arguments I made at that time.
El día de ayer ya argumentamos en contra de esa caución y lo único que yo haría es repetir esos mismos argumentos el día de hoy.
I find probable cause and we'll leave bond at the same amount.
Hallo que hay causa probable y vamos a fijar la fianza en el mismo monto.
Thank you very much.
Muchas gracias.
Okay, let's move on to Tremail Kelly. I don't think so.
Judge, I know he's being held on a trespass and a resistance. Are both of them municipal ordinance?
It looks like it's one case, trespass and resisting without violence, and they're both an MO. He is represented by Franz McLawrence.
Judge, if I can I resolve my case date? You don't mind?
Okay, I'm going to ask if somebody could call Mr. McLawrence's office to see if he or Mr. Odom can get over here. Have a seat. We'll get right back to you. I assume everyone has his number.
And I know we have one last gentleman here.
John Spain.
He's at Conti, Your Honor, John Spain.
Okay. I'd like to go in order. I know you want to get out. But
And Your Honor, we
Yeah.
also have Timothy Striggles Sturgis here.
Okay, good. All right, John Spain, you've been charged with possession of cannabis. Is this a second look as well?
Yeah, Your Honor, yes, when he was arrested, he also had a probation hold. It appears he's resolved his probation, so I have no objection if the court wants to resolve count one. The state's offer would be a withhold. Court cost judicial notice of time served.
Okay, and counsel, any objection to that?
No?
Sir, did you want to resolve your case?
Yes.
Okay, if you'd like to resolve it, I can offer you a withhold of adjudication court costs. You'll take judicial notice of 8 days' time served. And if you would like to go to trial and have your day in court, you could have that as well. Which would you prefer to do?
The with adjudication, I don't want the court.
Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand English?
Yes.
How far did you go in school?
I graduated high school.
Do you understand the plea could serve as a basis for your license being suspended, revoked, or you being declared a habitual traffic offender?
Yes.
And do you understand if you're not a citizen of the United States, regardless of whether you're here legally or not, this plea will subject you to deportation?
Yes.
The court finds you made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver of your rights. I accept your plea, and based on the documents in the file, I find a factual basis, and I'll sentence you to a withhold court cost, judicial notice of 8 days. Good luck to you. I see we have Mr. Sturgis. Okay. Mr. Sturgis, just so you know, your daughter is here for support purposes today.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have a case 175442 CF10A, a petty theft and a driving with your license suspended. There was a motion for an ROR, but everybody's saying, some people are saying that you resolved your case this morning.
Yes, not that case though.
Yeah.
Not,
Okay.
That was this is a case that they hit me with when I came back here. They were saying that I needed to see magistrate, and I think this is the charge that they were talking about, the one that you just presented me with.
So did you file an information?
Your Honor, he was just arrested May 9th. This is a second look on the felony offense, the DWS third or subsequent.
Okay.
When he
So
was,
what was his bond?
his bond is $750 on that. Just so the court's aware, the cases that were resolved, when he was arrested, there was a hit for some capiases on some other traffic matters. So he was being held on those. From what we're being told, he resolved those in front of his judge this morning.
Right, so all he has left is this case,
The theft and the
and he has a $750 bond on the petty theft,
No, on the felony DWS.
on the DWO.
He has no bond attached to the theft.
And it's a second look at it. So do you have a problem with an ROR on it?
I mean, my only concern is when he was picked up, he had 3 capiases, so...
That makes sense. Counsel,
Well, Judge, obviously he has ties to the community. His daughter has been here all day assisting him in navigating through these different cases that he has. I'm not going to minimize, you shouldn't be driving while your license is suspended. I understand that. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not a violent offense. I'd ask the court to consider an ROR or take testimony from his daughter as to his ties to the community.
okay, did you want to testify, or do you want to just be here sitting? I do see he has a tie to the community. That's not a big point.
If I could propose possible...
My real concern would be that he had 3 capiases.
And I think if I could propose a compromise.
Okay.
If the court was inclined to ROR but release him to pretrial, at least that there's something in place that he has to check in with.
What I'll do is I'll set bond at $100. Okay, sir? Your daughter can
Thank you,
post the
Judge.
bond. That way you have something up. You need to come back to court or you're going to lose the $100. So
Yes, sir.
please don't let your daughter lose her $100. She's been waiting here all day for you. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Tremail Kelly. We're going to get back to him after we get Mr. McLawrence.
Update on that, Judge. I called Mr. McLawrence's office. They are going to text him. He's not in the office, and I'm going to call them back in just a couple of minutes to see if he's going to be here or not.
Okay, sometimes I get Mr.
He's not in the office today at all.
Oh, okay.
So we might not be able to reach anyone. But, you know, Judge, you could resolve it on your own if you wanted to.
I might do that. I just want to give the lawyer the chance to make sure it's the right thing for his client.
I understand.
Stephen Robertson.
He's posted bond. He's out of custody, Judge.
Okay, Mike O'Brien. How you doing, Mr. Bryant? Are you Michael Bryant? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yes, sir. I'm Michael Bryant.
Okay. You look so happy, I just didn't know.
No, deputy, he's making me smile right now.
Okay, that's good to hear. You were charged with possession of cannabis and prowling.
Your Honor, he has a $100 bond on the possession of cannabis. You actually set a $100 bond on the loitering and prowling. The allegations being he was seen by an individual who identified him 100% certainty that he was pulling on door handles in the community. Additionally, and I think this was the court's basis.
He had a lot of priors.
He had a loitering and prowling March of this year, a theft last year, resisting without violence last year, heroin resisting with violence 2015.
Okay, and counsel, was there an argument to reduce his bond, which is minimal?
I'm sorry, Judge. I was on the phone with Mr. McLawrence's office.
Michael Bryant has a $100 bond on both charges, possession and prowling, and he has a host of priors.
Can you make that bond, Mr. Bryant?
Do you have any? Did you hear?
No, sir, I can't.
Do you have the ability to pay any bond?
No, sir.
Do you have any family or friends that can help you?
Not that I can think of.
How long have you lived here?
In Florida?
Yeah.
22 years.
In 22 years, you don't have any family or friends who can help you with a little bit of money.
Not at all. Like my parents, they're incarcerated right now, so.
I can also advise the court. I just pulled the PC from the last loitering and prowling. Same thing. He was seen. He went into a woman's driveway, started pulling on her door handles. She saw him doing it on live surveillance.
Okay, we went over this. The bond was $200. It's not a lot. And he has a lot of priors, so I'm going to keep the bond what it is.
Very well, Judge.
If he wants to resolve it in the judge that he goes to, he can do that. Okay, thank you, sir. Benjamin Holcomb.
He's been in since the 14th. His bond is $2,000. Judge, at this time, he's requesting if you would consider an ROR.
You may recall this case. This is a case where I guess it was at a drug rehab facility. He allegedly punched in the face multiple times one of the other residents, sending him to the hospital for treatment. You increased the bond to $2,000.
Judge, it is a misdemeanor. I know he'll have his day in court. Judge, he does wish to dispute the facts, but at this time, he's requesting an ROR.
Okay, but all I can go by is what I'm given, the priors as well as the basis of the claim. I'm going to keep the bond at $2,000, but thank you very much.
Yes, Judge.
And I guess the only one we have left is Tremail Kelly.
Mr. Kelly, yes, he's still here.
I am waiting for a call from Mr. McLawrence. I don't know how long that's going to take.
Does Mr. Kelly have any priors?
I'm sorry, Judge. Let me check that for you.
Mr. Kelly, do you have anything else pending?
No, sir.
It does look like he does have other charges pending. I'm showing, I can check to see if they were resolved, but I'm showing resisting without violence, trespassing, loitering, and prowling, and a separate case of resisting without violence and loitering and prowling.
And those are pending right now?
I'll check them out to see, maybe they were resolved.
And pretrial, does he have anything that you know of?
I don't have any paperwork for him, Your Honor. I have to put him on hold and run a history, same as State.
Okay, I have a feeling that Mr. McLawrence might need to advise him one way or the other.
Both cases are pending, Judge, in front of Judge Diaz.
Okay, you have a couple cases pending, so it might not be in your best interest to resolve this today, and it might not affect whether you get out either. Do you think it'd be a good idea to reset it for tomorrow?
Yes, I can call Mr. McLawrence now, Judge, and call his office and let them know that the case is being reset till tomorrow.
What we'll do is we'll reset this for tomorrow, and that way your attorney can have an opportunity to talk to you. Okay?
All right.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge. Take care. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
This was a medical reset from today.
I prefer as much on the morning as possible, so I don't have to come back in the afternoon. Is Friday a busy docket? Miss, were you looking for someone in particular? Who? And
I was just trying to find out, he got arrested this morning, but they didn't leave the papers or anything, so I was trying to find out.
If he was arrested this morning, it's not going to be here today.
doesn't sound
What?
accurate.
I can get the information. What's his first name? See, obviously, the facts of the case. I'm just letting you know. I'm going to look up.
Sir, what do you do again? I forgot.
I know. He hasn't finished being booked yet. He'll probably be here tomorrow morning. Depending on what you're arrested for. I don't know.
I've seen you all week. I just was fun.
Yeah, I see he's arrested by the
Keep
marshal.
forgetting
So
what
I
it
don't even
is.
know if he'll be here tomorrow.
I had a feeling it was the state, because you always sit near them. It was a pleasure. Even when I frustrated you, it was a pleasure for me.
Well,
And I know Miss Lee is just going to do fantastic
I know she
tomorrow.
is.
It's been a whole week without her. It's really tough and
I figured that
frustrating.
you were going for the draw. So.
Yeah. Now,
Just trying
did
to
you
free
move
people.
your desk? You're not gonna?
I'm waiting to hear back from that she
Yeah, I just want it okay with your bosses and their bosses, because you're gonna leave. The other PD's gonna leave. Then the new people are gonna say, "Oh, we want to switch back." And I just want it to be done
It
once.
doesn't make sense though, because the galley is at our back. Anything can happen. You can see what we're typing. You can see what we're writing.
I'm not arguing with you, but your office picked that table
We did not.
because they hooked up the printer.
Yeah, no, but we didn't have to say, because believe me, if we had to say, that would not be our table.
Why? What do you
Serenel did
care?
not approve the setup.
We could probably use a little more room than what's there. We have so much paperwork to deal with.
Why do you have more room there than there?
No, I don't know. I don't mean sides. I mean the actual physical table.
Oh, you wouldn't pick a table like that?
We would want a bigger, something bigger than.
Well, yeah, I want gold plated.
I don't know that we're comparing the same thing.
I want higher benches.
Feet of wood.
Serenel did not approve that setup. She wasn't consulted.
Well,
Nobody
but
spoke
I
to
don't know
her.
who did, but the state put in equipment, so I assume they did it. That
Well,
nobody.
whoever
told me.
did it didn't
The only
really.
equipment
And
I
I
was
don't
aware of,
care.
yeah, the only equipment I was aware that they were bringing in was like